In this video, I'm going to make an earthen mound with stakes sticking out of the front of it, making a defensive feature. For the base, you can use single corrugated cardboard, but I'm using foamboard as I've found this has some advantages when it comes to drying. Cut an uneven piece of a roughly rectangular shape of the size you want. If using foamboard, bevel the edges. Get some expanded polystyrene and break a piece, or pieces if needed, to fit onto the base, making it sort of mound shaped. You don't want this to take up all of the base. Glue it down with PVA. Once this is set, I'm using DM Scotty's 50/50 PVA and water mixed together with toilet paper. Cover the mound with PVA using a wet brush to spread it out, and then lay sheets of the toilet paper on top of it, spraying them with water every few layers. Once the mound is big enough, I drip the water PVA mix on it with an eyedropper to avoid over-soaking the mound and leave it to dry. Once this is dry, coat the mound with PVA using a wet brush. After that has dried, I'm going to make some holes for the cocktail sticks. It'd be easier to add them to the build earlier and glue them in, but they do get in the way for painting. I'm using a pin vise to drill the holes, as I have one and this makes it easier, but a skewer would probably work. I'm adding full-length cocktail sticks to determine how many I need. I cut the cocktail sticks in half so that I have enough halves of cocktail sticks to fit in all the holes, and then I give them a brown wash. Once the PVA on the mound is dry, damp PVA glue in various places and add sharp or construction sand to those places, then tap off the excess. If you wanted to cover the entire mound, you could have added the sand when you painted the glue on in the previous step. Once this is dry, brush off any loose sand with a soft brush. Then drip some slightly more watered down PVA and water mix, with a touch of washing up liquid added, onto the sand to help lock it in place. Once that has dried, paint the entire mound with black acrylic paint. Next, I'm giving it an overbrush with burnt umber. I'm not bothered about getting into all the nooks and crannies. I'm then giving it a dry brush with a lighter brown. In this case, I'm using burnt sienna. I'm then giving it a final, lighter dry brush with white. Next, I'm covering the entire mound in Black Magic Crafts Basic Blackwash. This is an optional step. I'm dabbing some more PVA onto the mound, then covering it in a mixture of sawdust flock made using miscast method, then shaking off the excess. Once this is dried, I'm brushing off the excess flock with a soft brush. Then I drip some of the PVA, water and washing up liquid onto the flock to lock it into place. Now I'm going to add the stakes. I made sure all the holes were clear of paint or glue first by sticking a cocktail stick in them. Then I dab some PVA onto the blunt end of the stick and stick it into the hole. The mounds can be made in different sizes. This is a smaller one. This is one without any flock. This is one completely covered in flock. There are also a couple of skulls made from das on cocktail sticks on top of the mound. If you want skulls in any sort of number, the Citadel Skulls set is by far the cheapest way to get them. The Inhuman skulls work for anything from fantasy to science fiction. For this one, the cocktail sticks were painted with grey acrylic paint, and then gloss Mod Podge to give them the appearance of metal, for a more futuristic game such as Warhammer 40K. This one has a couple of crosses made from cocktail sticks and cotton on the top, for games such as Trench Crusade. By decorating the mounds with various materials and altering the stakes, they can be used for many genres and games. Want to help support the channel? Then please like, comment, subscribe, share, join our Patreon, or buying through the Amazon or drive-through links below helps support the channel at no cost to you.